unveiling the secrets of Mary Tudor, a journey through life, death, and beyond. We embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries surrounding Mary Tudor, Queen of France, daughter of Henry VII, and sister to the formidable Henry VIII. Her life took an unexpected turn, from marrying a French king to finding love with a commoner. Her untimely demise in 1533 left many questions unanswered, including the exact cause of her death and the whereabouts of her absent husband at the time. Despite the lingering uncertainties, Mary received a regal farewell. Embalmed and adorned in royal symbols, her body lay in state, bathed in the glow of flickering candles. The faithful held constant vigil, their voices rising in daily prayers as preparations for a grand ceremony unfolded. St. Edmundbury Abbey became the final resting place for this beloved princess. French and English heralds joined forces to orchestrate a majestic procession, honouring both her English heritage and her French title. Though visual records remain hidden, descriptions of other Tudor queens' funerals paint a vivid picture of the solemnity and splendour that likely filled the air. Frances Brandon, Mary's eldest daughter, assumed the role of chief mourner. Her grief shared by siblings and dignitaries. Together they embarked on a poignant journey, their horses cloaked in black, banners proclaiming Mary's lineage, and a golden pall depicting her royal image covering the coffin. 6 noble men bore Mary's final resting place, draped in sombre velvet and drawn by black-adorned horses. As the procession found its way, impoverished men carrying flickering tapers paved the way for knights, clergy, and Mary's loyal household staff. The scene evokes a sense of respect and sorrow, with Mary's daughter riding prominently, flanked by other mourners. The story doesn't end with Mary's burial. Centuries later, her resting place was disturbed on 3 occasions, revealing a final twist. Souvenir hunters, captivated by her legendary beauty, desecrated her remains, taking locks of her hair as tokens. These strands, remarkably preserved, offer a tangible link to her physical appearance and challenge historical descriptions of her, sparking questions about the accuracy of such portrayals. As we delve into the fascinating details of Mary Tudor's life and death, we uncover insights into Tudor traditions, family dynamics, and the enduring allure of royal figures. From the elaborate funeral procession to the unsettling hair incident, each piece of the puzzle contributes to a richer understanding of this remarkable woman and her place in history. Mary Tudor's impressive farewell and restless repose. As the procession wound through villages, delegations emerged like petals blooming along the path. Each offered their respects, receiving torches, symbolic shields, and even financial support to honour Mary's memory. Finally, on a Tuesday afternoon, the courtiers reached St. Edmundsbury, where priests awaited, ready to escort her remains to the abbey gates. There, the abbot, monks, and bishops held a ceremony befitting her queenly status. The journey wasn't over. From the funeral cart, her coffin was transferred to a grand hearse, draped in black silk, shimmering with gold fringes. This majestic conveyance bore her coat of arms and a poignant motto, "God's will is enough for me." Torch-bearing yeomen flanked the hearse as it glided along a path draped in black, heraldic shields proudly displayed, leading towards the church's high altar. Amidst the mourners, people rose, pleading for prayers for Mary's soul, and all departed. After the ceremony, a feast unfolded in the vast chamber of the monastery. A profusion of delicacies awaited, fueling the gathering before a night of vigil by select mourners. The next morning, 2 early masses, whispered prayers, followed by breakfast and a grand procession towards the chapel for the Requiem Mass. Offerings were made and splendid pools of gold cloth adorned the coffin. With a final sermon by the abbot, the Mass concluded, allowing the chief mourner to retire briefly. The grand finale arrived beneath a magnificent canopy and fluttering banners. The coffin was lowered with reverence. Queen's household officers, tears in their eyes, broke their staves of office and placed them inside the grave. With the final rites complete, everyone departed, sharing farewells and gratitude. Notably, Mary's husband and brother, following custom, were absent. But Mary's journey didn't end with the earth covering her coffin. Amidst the dissolution of monasteries, her body was exhumed and moved to St. Mary's Church. However, twists and turns awaited. Her monument was mistakenly removed, then rediscovered. The coffin was opened, and later, in a bizarre incident, locks of her hair were taken as keepsakes. This unsettling act, documented in a letter, preserved a physical link to the Queen, sparking questions about the accuracy of historical portrayals of her beauty. This glimpse into Mary Tudor's final journey and restless repose unveiled not only the grandeur of her funeral, but also the fascinating, sometimes unsettling, twists of history that continue to touch even the seemingly departed. Mary Tudor's resting place and the mystery of her hair. 1784, time seemed to have stopped for Mary Tudor, but not entirely. Her coffin, now deemed mummy-like and bearing a cryptic inscription, Edmund H., revealed its secrets. Years of moisture had painted her remains a curious chestnut hue, and a strange substance resembling chalk hinted at ancient embalming techniques. Even whispers of life lingered, evidenced by insect traces on the decayed linen. However, respect prevailed, and Mary was laid back to rest, albeit in a new, shallower grave, marked by a simple slab. The inscription spoke of her dual titles, Queen of France and Duchess of Suffolk. Yet another clue emerged, a memorial stone marking the spot, a tribute from Dr. Symonds. Since then, her slumber has remained undisturbed, but a peculiar souvenir stirred historical debate, locks of her hair. These strands, scattered through time, tell their own intriguing stories. One travelled from Duchess to Duke, finally landing in a museum. Another found its way from noble hands to reverent Ashby, eventually joining its brethren. Whispers claimed that even townsfolk possessed traces of Mary's golden mane, although her authenticity remained shrouded in mystery. But the real enigma lay in the colour itself. Descriptions of Mary painted a picture of sun-kissed blonde beauty, yet the surviving locks varied from light gold to auburn whispers. This discordance fueled suspicions of manipulation, perhaps strands dyed or falsely attributed for personal gain. Science yearned to unlock the truth, particularly regarding the elusive princes in the tower. Could Mary's hair hold the key? Unfortunately, technical limitations and ethical concerns around disturbing her final resting place thwarted these attempts. Even the prince's bones, believed to be discovered, remain locked away, awaiting royal consent for further analysis. With the unveiling of Richard III's DNA, the allure of Mary's hair in solving the prince's mystery faded. Yet her story remains alive, beckoning curious minds to delve deeper through videos, documentaries, and further research. Though Mary's earthly journey has ended, the echoes of her life resonate. The secret whispers from her coffin and the lingering mystery of her hair remind us that history is a tapestry woven within threads of truth, intrigue, and sometimes unsettling surprises.